You know what's cool about this too? We could literally make that chord progression other than the intro.
Yeah.
Dressed up, makeup and lipstick, tight skirt, taste just a citrus. Baby, you're a whole other mistake. I can't help myself for me.
Welcome, this is Alex Wise, and this is part 5 on my track-by-track video series I'm releasing, leading up to the release of my debut EP, Out of My Mind. Track 5, last and final track on the list, Lifeline. Lifeline is such a groovy tune. This was the first song I had the pleasure of writing and recording with Caleb Turman, Grant Thompson, and Austin Bello at Pure Life Entertainment Studios. This was the first time ever we were working together, so there was a huge learning curve on this session. We were just trying to get to know each other, trying to see what the workflow was going to be like, see how we were going to click. And it came out great. Honestly, it was such a great experience for being the first time meeting each other. It was really cool. Coming in, I had a baseline idea that I had tucked away on a demo deep in my hard drive. It was a cool little groovy rock riff. Pretty much the whole thing that you hear on Lifeline, that bass line, that's pretty much what I had sort of written down on that demo. At first, we were trying to figure out what angle or where we were going to go creatively as far as the overall song and the rest of the project. My whole goal is that I wanted to do something different, but at the same time something fairly familiar. Still wanted to keep some of those rock elements that I was playing around with. Even on the vocal processing, you know, fucking up my vocals with delay, reverb, and some distortion by messing up with the mid frequencies in my voice. Yeah, it came out pretty cool. I still wanted to use some of the references that I've been using with the stuff that I already had released. For instance, the Arctic Monkeys or Royal Blood. Specifically on this song, the biggest reference track I can think of would have to be Do I Wanna Know by the Arctic Monkeys. Honestly, in essence, they're pretty much the same song. As far as lyrical meaning, overall theme, how Lifeline's lyrics came about. On this tune, I was specifically talking about a date. I was thinking about a specific date. I had a date with this person where we were clicking very, very well as people. There seemed to be a lot of similar interests, very cool connections that were going on. But a thing that we realized as we were meeting each other is that we were unfortunately in very tough spots in our life. I was dealing with the whole mess of my father being deported, keeping the family business afloat, trying to keep the family economically afloat, working, studying, and also writing music. There was just so much on my plate. As far as the other person, she had her own things going on her life. It was just bad timing. So in this song, I'm sort of describing, you know, how I'm attracted to her and also how we're connecting with one another and how I'm envisioning a lot of growth between us if our relationship ever happens. I also acknowledge in this song that yes, this moment is very difficult for us, and maybe, you know, going through it and attempting to have this relationship with one another could very well be worth it. Maybe we don't have to face these huge struggles alone. Maybe we can do it together as a team. Or maybe we can't. Maybe things are just too hectic, too weird, and too difficult in order to work and attempt to have a relationship. And yeah, I think that's pretty much what Lifeline is. But yeah, this tune was really fun to work on, really fun to write, really fun to perform as well. And it's one of my favorites out of the bunch. It really is. I think it's that perfect sweet spot where I am adding the old stuff that I was doing with some new spins, new ideas, new sounds. Yeah, I think it's just a banger of a groove, honestly. Personally, hopefully you guys dig it, and hopefully you like it even more with this context. And that is pretty much it. That wraps up episode 5 of my track-by-track video series, last and final episode. Go ahead and check out my debut EP, Out of My Mind. It is out now. You can listen to it and jam out to it on your favorite streaming service. If you like it, be sure to save it, playlist it, share it with your friends. That truly helps me out to get more ears on what I'm doing. And yeah, the more people that hear it, the better the chances of that helping me out to work on future work. Thank you so much for tuning into these episodes. If you've watched every single one of them, you are truly a fucking badass. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly appreciate your support. To anyone that supports what I do, thank you. I can't say it enough. I don't think I ever will say it enough. Just really excited to put this out, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you, and till next time.
Just like start a record like that.
I'd be badass, dude.